Hello, we will talk about Bishounen again. We back. Okay, that's our intro. So
that works for me.
So we will be talking about Bishounen again, obviously, and we're gonna talk about the Bishounen in the winter season. So there's like 4 shows that we're gonna talk about, and the first one is called Prince of Stride, which I think a lot of people know by now. That this is like a sports kind of anime, sports Bishounen kind of anime.
This was the thing I was looking forward to the most.
Yeah, for me too.
I don't know why, because I didn't know anything about Prince of Stride, but I was like, oh man, it's about running and there's boys in it. That guy looks a lot like Haru.
Sold.
Yeah, I was ready.
Yeah, I think it's because we both saw like the preview for it and we got really hype on it because just like the animation looked really good already. And then it's like, all of these voice actors, oh my god. And then we were like, yeah, we're gonna watch this.
It was like this season, honestly, kind of empty. Don't even mind, because we've got so much going on with Prince of Stride and some other stuff. But I know some people don't particularly like Prince of Stride.
Yeah, I know some people as well.
But I personally really quite like it.
Yeah, me too. Especially like the characters are like, I just want to compare it to Free every time.
Yeah, that's the problem, because it's like a sports anime that's got the sort of team medley thing going on.
Yeah,
relay, not that. Medley. And the character, like, I can't help but the main character Takeru just looks like Haru. He just looks identical to Haru, so it would be like difficult to not compare them.
Yeah, he even did that swing with his hair. I mean, in the last in episode 3. So
literally, like, poured water on him, and he did the thing that Haru does when he gets out of the bath.
Maybe it was like a reference or something to it. It could be possible.
I can't think that they would have put that in there without that being a reference. Like,
I know. It's funny because a lot of people are, well, not a lot of people, but I guess people are complaining that there's an idol group in like the show, which is, I have to admit, it is kind of random. I didn't really see that coming, but when I saw it, and I was like, okay, Mamo is in this show, so obviously there has to be an idol in here. Yeah. So it turned out to be him and his group. But I don't mind. Like, I think it's really funny.
I think it's really random and so unexpected that I think it is quite funny. I'm not like super offended by the fact that it's a thing.
Oh no, me neither.
But if it wasn't a thing, I don't think I would care that it was missing. Oh yeah,
I don't mind. It's just something. I guess it's something extra that we both love that is in there, and it's like, oh, well, this is like a plus point for you.
Yep, I do like my shonen idols. Sometimes, unless they're Utena Prince 3, in which case I do not. So,
just to clarify that. But yeah, I don't mind the idols. And then again, it's not like we're seeing a lot of singing in there. It's not like they focus too much on there. It's just the fact that they're idols that they show us. So it's nothing like big. It's not like they're gonna take away the spotlight from sports or something like that.
What about sports while singing though? That could be a thing.
Well, they kind of, when they were racing though, they kind of jump like idols in a way.
Such show-offs, God. Who's your favorite character right now?
I would have to agree with Takeru as well. Because from the first episode, he just hooked me with him touching all of the muscles of everyone. And that was so hilarious. And I was like, oh my god, this is my guy. I like him. And he always, I don't know, he gets in awkward situations in a way as well, because he's so dry, like how he talks. I really like it. Like, I tend to like characters that are like that, like guys who are funny, but they don't mean to be funny.
Yeah.
So
that's definitely Takeru all over.
Yep. Riku isn't bad either though, like Yagami Riku I really like as well, the other guy. But I feel like we need to see more of him.
I think
still
his whole storyline is going to be that he has a massive inferiority complex towards his older brother. I think that's going to be where they go with it.
Yeah.
Which I'm not crazy about that idea, so if they didn't do that, I'd be okay with it. Because you see, a lot of the time in anime, it's like, oh, this person has a brother that's really good at something. And the younger brother feels like really crap because of it. Like it was in Starmue as well with Kaito and his older brother.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
I guess I'm fine with it, but I would like them, if they are going to go into it, I'd like them to just like dedicate one episode to it so it's like all solved and you kind of know how he feels exactly about it.
Yeah.
And then kind of move on, I guess.
I wonder if it's going to be...
getting over it.
I wonder if it's going to be... Right, go with me on this one. The series finale is going to be him racing against his brother's team.
I don't know. Did they mention that he still runs? I don't think
he
they did.
went abroad to join another stride club, as far as I understand.
Right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that might be possible then, I guess, but...
If that's where they go with it,
yeah.
If I called it, I'm going to be so disappointed.
I think the main thing for them to do now for, I guess, the first season is just to win that end of summer thing.
Yeah.
So I think when that's done, that might just be the first season. If there is a second season, like, we don't know, but
I'm not convinced that there will be just because it's Madhouse. Like, they do sequels sometimes, but not always. Like,
yeah, that's
it's kind of more of a big deal when they do a sequel because they never make them. But I'm interested in seeing where this one goes. And I don't hate the main girl. Like, she's not done anything to offend me yet, like Ritsuka from Dance with Devils.
Oh, yeah. So. Remember our rant from last week? Yeah, she's awesome. I like Nana, and I like how she's adjusting to the team and how she is putting a lot of effort in it as well. Because she's like the relationer, so she has to time everything and be like really on point for the other guys to actually succeed in the game.
Yeah.
So I think she has a good role in the anime. Although I would like to see more of her, but I guess that's kind of typical for sports anime for the girl to be kind of like in the back, in a way. So,
but
she's cool.
I'm interested in seeing where this one goes, and I don't hate anyone yet, so...
Yeah, I don't hate anyone either. Even from, like, the rival team, I don't hate anyone. I quite like them, actually, so... And they all have such good voice actors, it's insane, so...
The only one that I'm not, like, crazy about is the guy who's voiced by Makoto's voice actor for free, because he was just a bit of an asshole in the last episode that we watched, so...
Yeah, Tasuku is his name.
Yes.
Yeah, same, because he was like, I'm good at blocking, and then he's just being a dick the whole time. I was gonna say against, like, Ono Daisuke, but, you know. Heath, yeah.
Which is really weird. I don't know why we have a character called Heath.
Yeah.
That's not
Maybe
a very Japanese name.
He's probably from somewhere else.
Right.
I don't think we had a backstory on him yet, so...
Does it say? Oh, he's half-blood of a British mother.
Oh.
So he's half British. Heath.
Wow.
Heath, my man.
I like him as well, though. I think that's like... that might actually be my second favorite character. Not only because of Ono Daisuke, but just like... I like him as a character as well.
Yeah, I think my favorite has to be Takeru. Probably followed by... it's hard.
Yeah.
Probably followed by Riku. Only just, though. Because I quite like Heath, and I quite like... I don't remember his name. What's his name?
Blonde guy?
No, not the blonde guy. The shogi guy who's like, but we could just play shogi.
Glasses guy. Yeah. Oh man, he's hilarious. I like the comedy that he brings into it.
Ayamu.
Yeah.
I don't like his character design at all, but I think he's really funny. So, and he's also voiced by Hiro Shimono, and I love that voice actor so much.
Yeah, a lot of good voice actors in this one. So, and what do you think of the sport so far? Like,
oh my god, I got so excited while we were watching episode 3 because it was just basically one long race, and I was like, "This is so good! Oh my god, why isn't this a real sport? This would be amazing!" Oh man, I got really excited.
I'm really happy that I saw episode 3 now because, okay, like, first episode was more about the characters and introducing who was going to be in the teams. And then episode 2, they were, like, training, but I was still not sure how the game worked exactly. But now seeing it, like, them actually playing the whole game, or, like, sport, I finally got how they actually do it. With, like, the relationer and stuff, and, I don't know, like, I actually understand it now, because I was like, how does this work? Because they were, like, training and then racing in the school, and I was like, but, like, what's happening?
It was fine. The animation is good. It was fine until one of, like, it was in the first race, and they were just sort of running, and I was like, fair enough, whatever. And then one of them, like, jumped through the window and started parkouring all around the place, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's where I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. That looked really good, by the way. Like, the animation is so good. Whenever they jump or just run in general, it's really good.
It's really, really fun to watch. Like,
so, yeah.
I want more of the sports, and I want more of, like, everything, to be honest. I want more of the character development, but I also want the sports to happen still, because I get really, like, hype when the sports happens.
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh.
That's why episode 3 was, like, really good now.
Yeah. Like,
God, I had to think of episode 2.
Wasn't that where she was like, I don't know what it means to be a relationer? And then she just, like, learns through the entire episode. Like, I understand why people might not have liked it for the first couple of episodes, and if you don't like it by episode 3, then I don't know. We just don't have the same taste, I guess.
Yeah, I think episode 3 was definitely the one that got most people into it that I know, and a lot of people got annoyed by episode 2 because of the idols and because of, like, the whole, I guess, man service thing with them having a photo shoot and then the guy cross-dressing and all of that.
So that was so good.
It was really funny, but I can see that guys would be like, oh god, wait, not this again.
Like, it's like free.
Something like
it's
that.
Like free again, I can't do it.
But, yeah, I don't mind at all. Like, for us, for girls, it's perfect. Like, I think any girl who likes sports and their Bishounen anime will really like this one.
It gets my recommendation for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to say about Prince of Stride, particularly.
Yeah, me neither. Just the fact that I do really enjoy it. I recommend it, and watch it till episode 3. And if you don't like it, well, that's your loss then. Okay, so the next one we're gonna talk about is Norn 9, and it's also called Norn plus Nonet or something. It has weird titles. I get confused.
I think we just call it Norn 9, just for simplicity's sake. I think we're both having the problem of we don't know how to explain this one, really.
Yeah.
So they're on, like, a ship that's called Norn. Is that right?
I think so. Good job.
And they, like, it's inhabited by about 11 people who have, is it 11 or 12? I don't remember.
There's more. Yeah, there's 12, I think.
It's inhabited by people who have special powers.
Yeah, people keep coming in, so, I mean, there's gonna be more and more people, I'm guessing.
I mean, that would make sense, yeah. And they have special powers, and there's, like, honestly, by episode 3, still don't really know exactly what it is that's going on. There's this organization that's, like, deploying them to go and make things peaceful, I think, is the idea.
Yeah, I'm still confused about that as well, because in the first episode, we have this girl getting on that ship, and apparently she was meant to go on that ship. So she went there, she knows she has a power, but it's not really a good power for her. So she got on that ship, stuff happened, and then people invaded, like, the ship for some reason. We don't really know for sure why, because obviously that ship has destination, and they mentioned that there's a chance that they would have to, like, fight each other as well. So it's like, it's really confusing at first, because they're not doing the best job at explaining it so far, I think.
I'd agree with that.
But it's still good, though.
I really enjoyed the first 3 episodes, and I was quite surprised. Because I usually like things to be quite clear-cut in what exactly is going on, but they don't seem to be telling us anything about the characters or anything about what's going to happen in the story. They're just, like, hinting here and there. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I really like it, though. The soundtrack is phenomenal. The soundtrack has no right to be as good as it is.
That's true. It looks amazing and it sounds amazing as well. Not even like only the opening and ending song, like everything that happens in there. It looks good.
The whole first episode, I was like, what is going on? Like, the lighting in the anime is really good. The CG isn't, like, too intrusive. It just, like, everything about its presentation is so good.
Yeah. But the character designs are so good. Yep. I really like them.
Yep. I have to mention this, but Kakeru, the main, like, blonde guy, looks exactly like Apollon from Kamigami no Asobi. He just does.
Was that your Husbando from Kamigami?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
It was a choice between either him or Hades.
Okay, yeah. I guess Senri... No, I was going to say Senri kind of looks like Balder, but that's not true. No one looks like Balder in this one. But yeah, I do have to admit Kakeru looks like him.
He's even got, like, they mentioned it in episode 3, but he's got this, like, ear cuff thing, and I'm pretty sure, like, Apollon had an ear cuff thing as his, like, thing that locked away his powers.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah.
Like, I don't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure that he did.
Yeah, that might have been it. That's interesting. But yeah, this one, I mean, I'm enjoying it so far, even though there's not a lot of explanation yet. But it's just, the characters are really interesting, to be honest, because since they have their powers, we obviously don't know all of the powers yet. But from the ones that we do, like the guy that you like, Kakeru, I like his power because it's like with plants and stuff.
Oh, when he made the peach tree happy, I was so happy. Yeah. I was like, oh, you're so lovely.
I like his power. I think it's like unique in a way. I haven't seen that a lot in anime before, when it's like, it has to do with nature and growing and making plants happy.
Yeah. One of the things that is quite interesting about this one is that apparently in the game, depending on which route you want to do, you play as a different character. So, there's like the white-haired girl. I don't remember her name, and I also don't remember the black-haired girl's name either.
Yeah, I don't either.
But you can play as those two characters as well in the game, which I thought was really strange because I was so sure this was going to be like, oh, it's going to be a reverse harem, isn't it? It's just going to be like, that's not a bad thing. I thought too. But I don't know. I just thought it was going to be your typical reverse harem, but it doesn't seem to be so far.
No, yeah, so far it doesn't, because they clearly all like one guy as well.
Yeah. That
we have noticed. So, like, the main girl likes the main guy that they have been focusing on the most of the times. And then in episode 3, we actually have a connection between the white-haired girl and then the guy with the blue hair, I think. Yeah.
God, his design's so good as well.
Yeah, that's true. I really like his character as well. Although he kind of came off as like a dick at first, but then I was like, yeah, there's probably something that's gonna happen that will make me like him, or he has like this backstory about something. Like, you were kind of expecting that already.
It's sort of hinted at the end of episode 3, and I'm so desperate for episode 4 right now because I want to know what happens.
Yeah, there's a big cliffhanger on episode 3.
Literally.
Like, literally. Oh, good.
Oh, God. So, yeah, I'd have to say that at the minute, Kakeru is my favourite.
Yeah.
But I could see that changing depending on what kind of episode I'm watching.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're gonna probably, like what they've done with episode 3, just focus on other guys, step by step, kind of. And I hope they will pull it off well, because there's a lot of guys. There's like 9 guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys. And what I worry about is the fact that it seems to have this big, grand plot going on, but it's only got 12 episodes. that worries me, like, quite a lot. Because
yeah, that's true.
By episode 3, I'm still like, I really don't know exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
But I still want to watch more and see where it goes. Like, it's intrigued me, but I'm worried that it will intrigue me and then not answer any of the questions that I have by the end of the series.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid of that as well, because I think they're just gonna, like, focus too much on the characters. Well, which I don't mind, obviously, because there's not too many, but there's just many.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, it's like only 12 episodes, so if those bad guys are gonna invade the ship again, and they are, like, still supposed to go to their destination and stuff, and maybe fight each other, like, that's a lot for, like, 12 episodes. I feel like they won't be able to do it and maybe have, like, a second season, or they might just rush the hell out of it at the end.
I hope that they don't rush it and just do a second season if that's what they need to do.
Yeah, me too.
But a lot of people don't seem to be enjoying this show particularly. I guess
I can see why, in a way.
I don't know if I agree completely though. Like, I haven't heard exactly what the criticisms are, so I can't be like, oh well, this will probably get better. But I enjoy it and I would recommend it, but I guess it's not for everybody if people aren't enjoying it. So
yeah, I would recommend it as well, actually, because I think it's interesting. But I think people who have watched it and aren't as much as into, like, these kind of shows, they might be like, oh, this is boring for me, because they're focusing on these characters, their relationships and stuff. And then, I don't know, you have the whole thing that there's so many characters. There's a lot of people who don't like that fact, that there's only, like, 12 episodes and so many characters.
Yeah, I guess, at least for me, I pretty much, at least right now, exclusively watch anime that is about characters rather than about stories. That's just how I'm feeling at the minute. So I'm totally okay with it. Like, I've been watching Reverse Harems quite avidly for a few years now, so that's always more.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, I don't mind either at all. Like, I recommend it to people. So I would say also watch 3 episodes, because from the first episode you will think it's pretty and stuff, and like animation and sound is good, and you kind of have an idea of what it will be. But episode 3 is like where the characters already kind of connected and where you get to meet new characters. And I feel like episode 3 was a really good episode as well. I really enjoyed that one.
God, it was oh, I want to watch the 4th episode so bad because it's killing me. I can't watch it right now.
I know. I want to watch it too, but yeah, patience. Maybe it's not a good idea to, like, watch this weekly.
I kind of wish I'd
keep
just
doing this.
I'll wait. I started watching Snow White with the Red Hair weekly, and that's killed me as well. So
oh yeah,
recommendation: don't do that.
Yep. So yeah, I think that's it for number 9.
Mm-hmm.
And we have that one. And then we have idols.
But what kind of idols?
Statues.
Yay.
Secco Boys, of course. I hope a lot of people are watching this, because it's
ridiculous.
I think it's amazing.
It's like, of all the things that I have seen in my time as an anime watcher, I have never seen anything this stupid, and I think it's amazing.
I've already talked about this with quite a lot of people, but I just love how the comedy is. I like the voice actors just being statues. They're doing such a good job for being a stupid statue so far. And I really like it. It really, I don't know, somehow it doesn't make sense, but somehow it makes sense for Japan. I'm gonna say that.
Seems like the kind of thing that Japan would make.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, we have all these idol shows. We should do something idol-ish, but let's just change it up a little bit. And then
it's like only something that could come out of Japan as well. Like, it reminds me in sort of like, I never saw it, but there was an anime where basically Jesus and Buddha just got a flat together and started living together.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, that is the only kind of thing well, not the only kind of thing, but that is something that only Japan could make.
Yeah, that reminds me of like Makura no Danshi, because that's also like something like Pillow Boys.
Only
what
Japan.
Is that?
Only in Japan.
Yeah.
So
don't compare this one to Pillow Boys though, because it's not like a short without story or something like that. There's actually a story in this one, kind of, I guess.
oh
But it's mostly like so far episodic, kind of, with this manager trying to manage a group of 4 statues, and she hates statues because of her school, which was like her backstory, and I absolutely loved that they threw that in there.
That I was
didn't
not
see
expecting.
that coming. Yep. I wasn't expecting like development or like just information about the characters at all, to be honest. Because I thought this would just be like some kind of like gag show, just episodic of them being idols. But they are actually still trying to be idols in this show, because they're not fully famous yet. They're just trying to make it like the next big thing.
How they are
which
not
is
the
interesting.
big thing, I do not know.
Oh no.
Oh god, I just absolutely thought this was... I wasn't going to watch it originally, but I was so surprised by how funny it actually was. Whether or not it continues to be that funny for 12 episodes, I don't know, but... I don't know, there's just something about Jun Fukuyama voicing a statue that just makes me very happy.
Yeah, for me it's the same, but with Ono Daisuke. And Ono Daisuke is like Mars, and he's like the smallest one as well, and it's hilarious.
Jun Fukuyama voices Hermes.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe this anime is a thing.
I know.
Like, when Pat was the one who told me about it, and I was like, no, that's not a real thing. There's no way that's being made.
I could believe it, but the thing is, like, when I saw it on AniChart, I saw the picture, and I was really confused, because I was like, what the hell is this? And I looked up the PV, and I saw all of these statues, and I was like, what? But I already had to laugh so much watching the PV that I was like, okay, I need to check this out. It's gonna be good.
It is only, like, what is it, like 6-7 minutes per episode, something like that?
It's 7 minutes, which is good. I like that it's not like 3 minutes, because I never get anything out of that when it's something that short.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is with those really short shows is that there's no point in watching them because nothing was gained that day. But
yeah,
this one I feel like I'm getting something out of because I feel like it's actually quite funny and definitely unique.
Yes,
definitely.
Yeah,
unique.
for sure. It's good. The characters are fun so far. I have like no complaints about the characters at all. I like even you have the manager and you think the guy who is like above her. I can't remember. Is it the can't remember him, but I remember that he was like, well, the boss basically.
Yeah.
Was like just so excited for them to be idols and stuff. And then his previous assistant was like, yeah, take good care of these statues. And then he's bent it over the whole time because his back hurts from the statues, like carrying them the whole time.
This one's gonna be so good. Like,
oh, you haven't seen episode 3 yet?
I haven't seen episode 3, no.
It's my favorite so far now.
Okay.
Like, episode 3 it has to do with dramas. That's all I'm gonna say. So, and TV and all of that stuff. So it's interesting.
Right, tonight I'm gonna watch that before I go to sleep. It's happening.
Yeah, it was a good episode. I feel like I probably enjoyed this way too much. I think. But yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. You know what? I will take what I can get with the statue idols, and I will enjoy it while it lasts. And if you are interested, would recommend.
Yeah. What can you imagine, like, the merch for this, though?
I swear I saw some in Japan when I was there.
What, from Secco Boys?
It must have been from, like, a manga or something. I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure I saw some Secco Boy stuff there.
Oh, man. I can't, like, they only have one pose. How Or they kind of like pull off a lot of like, well, they're not gonna have too much merch, I'm guessing, but
okay, it's not based off of anything.
Nah.
So I remember what it was. They were selling like tiny little busts of, I'm assuming the characters. I'm assuming it's from Secco Boys. I could be completely wrong, but I don't know.
Oh.
This is the thing that happened. Thank you, Japan.
Do you want a figure of Secco Boys?
I mean, I would take a figure of Hermes. Like, no problem.
That would be like, in your figure collection, people would be like, what is this? This is not anime.
No, you don't understand.
Yeah, try to explain this to some people who don't watch anime. Like,
if I ever
my friends would be like,
meet up with my friends who don't like anime, I'm gonna be like, we should watch an anime together and just put this on. And then
yeah, just put that on and then watch Makura no Denshi afterwards.
Yeah,
and they'll be like, what the hell?
Just like completely freak them out, and then we no longer hang out anymore.
Friendship is over.
Secco Boys. Can't believe that's a thing. I still can't believe it.
Okay, so the next one and the last one that we will be talking about is also a short one. It's also 7 minutes actually. It's called Nijiro Days.
Mm-hmm.
And Ebbie has only seen one episode of this one,
because
but
I
to be honest,
in my mission to watch all the anime before this podcast.
That's all right. I mean,
I think I've got
the rest
gist.
of the series is pretty much the same. Yeah. So it's about these 4 boys hanging out all of the time, and it's basically them like kind of discovering love and teasing each other about it and all of that kind of stuff. And it's actually pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet show, and it's funny as well. I really like the characters, and for it being a short episode, it is really good, I think.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I can only speak for the first episode, but I thought it was really funny. Like, the group dynamic of the 4 main boys worked really, really well.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I want to watch more when I get a chance. Because it was actually kind of fun. But I don't know that I have loads to say about this because I've only seen 13 minutes of it or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, it's 13 minutes, sorry. I said 7 minutes, but that's only Secco Boys. No, yeah, this one is 13 minutes, I forgot. Which makes sense, because having seen like 3 episodes, I know quite a lot already about the characters, so if it would be that short, I probably wouldn't.
And it's rare to see like a show that's 13 minutes rather than like 5. So 5 or 22 or whatever it is, whatever the standard episode length is.
Yeah. But Haru is in here.
Yeah, Haru's
with
voice
a complete different voice
in here, and I never would have realised unless I'd looked it up, because he doesn't sound anything like that voice actor. Like, Nobunaga Shimazaki has been sort of typecast for quite a while as characters that look and sound a bit like Haru.
Yeah.
So I was expecting him to be the blue-haired guy, because the blue-haired guy looks and acts like Haru, so... But he is, in fact, Keiichi, who is the brown-haired guy, who's, like...
Yeah.
Really... I don't know how to describe him.
He's, like, normal, I guess. The most normal one out of those 4, though.
Yeah, he seems sort of, like, more of the clown, I guess.
Yeah, as well, yeah. They're all kind of clowns, though. Like, they're all funny in their own way, but, like, I guess Keiichi is more like the... Yeah, like normal, chilled out guy, something like that. Like more like down to earth than the other guys, I would say.
And he doesn't sound anything like Nobunaga Shimazaki, which is actually quite impressive, because I find it really bizarre when I'm like, oh, it's that voice actor? Because usually they have like really distinctive voices. Like when Mamo is in an anime, it's always like, oh, that's Mamoru Miyano for sure.
Yeah.
But I guess I didn't know this voice actor as well as I thought I did.
He's good though. Like, all of the voice actors are doing a pretty good job at this one.
I have to admit, I've not heard of at least 2 of them before.
Yeah, when I looked them up though, I was like, oh, okay, I recognize them from like small things, but not really like big anime that anyone knows, I would say.
Apart from the guy who voices Tomoya, who's the redheaded guy, who's been in like everything.
Yeah, he's been in. He's been in everything. Because he's
not been in everything. He's just got like such a massive range. Like he was Takeo in Monogatari and Green in Pokemon The Origin and stuff.
Yeah, he has done a lot of like different voices, and it's really impressive. I like it.
He's not been in a ton of stuff. It's just stuff that he's been in. He's been wildly different in each role. So that's what I meant to say. I goofed a bit. I'm sorry.
That's all right. But I think my favorite so far. Oh no, it's kind of difficult because I've seen episode 3 and I was really good with the dark blue-haired guy. Tsuyoshi, yeah, that one. Because since he is like the only guy with a girlfriend, he's like really chill about relationships and stuff. Like he's kind of used to it. But they focus on that in episode 3, which I think was interesting because I didn't think they would kind of delve into that. I thought they would just kind of use him as that guy who has a girlfriend. But we actually do see his girlfriend and stuff, so that was interesting. And I feel like there's gonna be a lot more, not too much, other girls in this as well. That will be like love interests or something like that, because I think it's probably the opening song that kind of gives that away, which is weird, by the way. Like the animation for the opening song.
I don't think I'm gonna watch the opening again, because I was just like,
no,
why is this a thing?
Yeah, this will be one of those anime where I will skip it as well, because usually I never skip an opening, but this one, it's not bad, but it's not.
It's way too long for a 13-minute show. Like, way too long.
As well.
Yeah. And I could just watch more of the episodes and stuff. So, probably do that instead.
Yeah. It's good. I really, really like it. It's really chill. And just like, it's like a perfect anime that you can watch before going to bed or whatever, if you want to have a laugh.
Yeah, it does come across as something that would be really good for that. Like, I used to watch a show that kind of reminds me of this. There's a show called Kimi to Boku, which was about like a group of 5 kids in school. Well, not kids, but, teenagers in school that were just like normal dudes that had girls around them sometimes. And it reminds me of that in a way, and I quite like Kimi to Boku. It's just the vibe that Kimi to Boku gave off is different, because it was more chill, and this one seems to be more comedic.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that one actually. I might check that one out, because this one kind of reminds me of Daily Lives of High School Boys as well, in a way, but just not as energetic as that one.
See, we've got a range now. We've got in the middle is Najiro Days.
Yeah. Like, in the middle is this anime, kind of. So if you like your comedy with a little bit of romance in there, because they are going to focus on the romance, but the guys will still tease him, like the main guy, so you will still have your comedy. Like, it's not like it's gonna be romance all the time either, I think.
I'm interested
but it's
to
interesting.
See where it goes.
Yeah, I'm interested if they're actually gonna have a relationship or something, or if they're just gonna, like, play around with it for like the whole series. But I think not, because there's gonna be 24 episodes. So I mean, that's pretty long for like a 7-minute show, 13-minute show. Sorry.
I guess that makes it just a touch over the length of a normal 1-course series then.
Yeah, kind of.
Huh.
Which I think was weird as well, because I thought this would have 12 episodes, and then I saw it's like 24. So I was like, why didn't they make this for just like 24 minutes then?
The only other anime that I've seen do this before is Starry Sky, and Starry Sky did not do well with it, so I hope this turns out to be better than Starry Sky. I guess.
I haven't seen that one, so...
Oh, it's so bad. I bought a DVD of it while I was in Japan, but it's really bad.
God.
It was 500 yen and it came with a body pillow, so I was like, alright.
What is Starry Sky about then?
So it's an all-boys school that is just becoming co-ed, so they bring in one female character to make the biggest reverse harem of all time.
Oh.
and there's 13 different boys, and each of them are based on a different constellation.
Okay.
Like there's Capricorn, there's what else?
Oh, okay.
There's Sagittarius, Aquarius, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like typical reverse harem, but some of the stuff that happens in it is ridiculous, and it just makes me angry. Like, they did a maid cafe, they left the window open in the maid cafe, like, for their school festival or whatever, and it started raining, and it, like, wrecked the room. There was rain coming in from all the sides and stuff, and, like, all the chalk off the board was corroding away and whatever. It was stupid. I hate that show so much.
Okay, so, what have you learned today? Don't watch Utapri Season 3, and don't watch Starry Sky.
Yeah. Watch everything else that we talked about, though, because...
Yeah. All 4 shows that we mentioned, we do recommend you guys. I mean, so far. We've only seen, like, the 3 first episodes of everything.
And this time last season, we probably would have been like, oh, Dance with Devils seems like something that you should watch.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll see. We'll see how we feel in, like, 9 weeks' time, I guess.
Yeah, we might have a rant about Norn or something.
Why didn't
like we
they
had with Dance with Devils?
Story? No.
Like, who knows? Because it might start off good, but I think Norn is the only one I'm kind of afraid about if it will end right or not. Because for Prince of Stride, I'm like, this, like, either way, I will probably like this one.
Yeah.
Like, I just like the character so much and, like, how it is, and the studio who does it. And for Nijiro Days, it is quite simple, so I don't see how they can fuck that up. And then...
You say that. I've seen some stuff go wrong before.
I know, yeah. But this one isn't a harem or anything, so it's just like... It's more like a comedy show. So far, I don't think it could disappoint me, but then... I don't know. Yeah, Seko Boys, I mean, obviously that's going to be the best of the season.
I think that's going to be the best of the year, to be honest.
But Norn Night, I don't know. I'm just kind of...
I want it...
I like it, but
I really
don't
like
want
it
to
right
hate it.
now, but
yeah.
after Dance with Devils last season, I get where you're coming from.
Yep, yeah, exactly. Because of that as well. But the main girl isn't annoying either, so far.
You wait until she gets told to stay Oh, she's already done that way.
yeah, oh my god, that's true. Oh, she was told to stay in the house and she was like, oh wait, no.
The peach tree is in danger.
Yeah.
This girl. She's somewhat likable though, so I'll let her off.
She is. I think she was funny when she was talking to Kakeru and be like, oh, I like plants. she kind of like was like, no, I don't like you. I like plants. I will stay with this plant in this house and be happy forever.
Yeah. She's pretty good. Anyway. That's the season, I guess.
Yeah, that's the season. Otherwise, there's other stuff that's good as well, but it doesn't have pretty Bishounen.
Although, if you aren't watching Snow White with the red hair, fix that. Like, legitimately fix that.
I still need to start the 2nd season, though, but I kind of want to wait.
You should
don't
wait.
Wanna,
don't
like,
do
suffer.
The weekly thing. I'm hating it so far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this season.
Yep. So, next podcast will kind of be a surprise because we'll just ramble about stuff, I think, like usual.
Sounds good to me.
About Bishounen. Anything Bishounen. Or shoujo, actually.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Oh,
it's gonna be exciting.
Who knows what will happen next time? I don't know. I'm excited though.
Maybe another rant. Who knows?
Let's talk about Dance with Devils some more. Okay.
What about like Norn 9, like episode 4 shit, and we're like, God damn it, I hate this.
That'd be amazing. We
just
like, go from
okay. We have our next subject. Let's.
Oh gosh.
That would be possible. So who knows?
Well, I guess we'll find out when it happens.
I don't want people to think that we hate on anime easily, because that's not true. Because of the whole Dance with Devils thing, but
it wasn't a great start for a new podcast. Just being like, this show is the worst.
Well, we can't be positive about everything, so
we'll be positive about something someday, I'm sure.
Yeah, Kamigami no Asobi.
Oh, we should talk about Kamigami.
Yeah. Oh, Starmie! Starmie! It's Starmie!
Oh!
You gotta talk about Starmie.
Never mind, we know what's happening next episode.
Yeah, Starmie is gonna happen. So, you can look forward to that. Because obviously, like, Starmie is more underrated than Kamigami no Asobi, so we need to talk about Starmie first, ASAP.
But we will talk about Kamigami at some point. Please bring out the game in English, okay? Thank you.
Yeah, please. And not on a PS Vita, just like on Steam, so we can play it.
Yeah, that would be really helpful.
That's another subject. We will talk about games at some point as well, so...
Yes. Oh,
lots of plans.
We need to talk about Dandelion at some point so I can atone for my sins and forgetting Jiwoo in every Best Boys list I've ever done. But I'm going to put that down to the fact that he's from a Korean thing and not Japanese, so I just forgot for a bit.
I didn't even know that was Korean, so when you said that, it was really interesting for me.
Yeah, all the voice acting's in Korean, so...
Oh, okay. I will definitely, like, buy that game.
Yeah, you will. Oh.
And we can make a whole podcast about it.
It's not good.
Everyone go buy Dandelion.
Yes, please, oh my god.
So they know what we're talking about, and they'll be like, Bunny Boys, or whatever it is. I can't even remember what it is.
Bunny Boys and Cat Boys.
Yeah, Cat Boys. Cat Boys!
Yep.
Excited. Okay. I think this is a good point to stop the podcast.
Yeah, before we just ramble about stuff.
Yeah. So, thank you for listening, and we will talk to you soon. So let us know in the comments as well, like, what kind of shows you are watching, what you think about the ones that we discussed so far, because that's always interesting, and we would like to know your opinion as well. So, yeah.
Sounds
we
good.
will see you next time with Starmie. Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Are we doing this again?